What is going on, guys? Marcus here. We are back with another video here in Buenos Aires, Argentina. So I just got back from my Spanish class and I bought some eggs, as you just saw in my intro. And buying those eggs, it made me think I need to make a video because I've been in Argentina for almost 2 months and I have experienced the crazy inflation that the Argentinians are dealing with here. Now, coming into Argentina, I knew that they have the highest inflation in the world. I knew the economic status here was like insane, absurd, but I didn't realize like to the level that I've experienced. I've experienced inflation within 2 months. I've seen prices gone up, and today I'll kind of talk about those experiences that I had. But follow me today as I go through a typical day here in Argentina and I talk to you as a Canadian, and we've got some inflation going too, but it's nothing compared to what I've experienced here in Argentina. So stay tuned. We're going to talk about that. Here we go. As on the topic of inflation, I just did a chest workout and I got to show you the inflation of blood into my pecs. It's currently not very pleasant outside. So in previous videos, you may have heard me say that I love being in such a big city that I can walk everywhere. Well, sometimes it's a rainy day, which I found out. I was not used to rain, and now it's rainy, and it makes things a little bit more difficult when you have to walk around, especially when you don't own an umbrella. But noted, I just gotta wear a jacket sometimes. Still, living in such a big city where you can walk 2 minutes to the grocery store is unbeatable versus where I come from, back in good old Canada, 15-minute drive minimum to get there. Who's honking at me? Okay folks, let's go take a little trip into the grocery store. 1,000 pesos is currently worth a little bit less than $1 American. So let's go take a look at some prices. I'll tell you what I think versus the prices in Canada. We'll talk about how the people here can even survive on that. I don't know why, but they love to give you like 1 million receipts every single time you go to the grocery store. And I hate touching receipts, it's not good for you. 1,000 receipts, look how many. Every single time. Okay folks, take a look at the pricing here of the things that I just bought. Half a grocery run, because I already have half of the stuff. But compare this to your country, let me know what you think, if these are typical, if these are affordable. The prices of things are going up here and the wages are not. All the Argentinian people tell me that their wages are really bad and it's infamous for having just really low wages in this country. Versus in Canada, our wages have gone up, but of course so has food and rent and all that stuff. So when I look at the prices here at the grocery store, going out to eat, I don't look at them and I don't think, oh yeah, that's cheaper than Canada. No, they're like, you're getting there. They're like on par as to what I would expect to pay in Canada, which is insane considering that they make significantly less money here. So I can't imagine how difficult it must be here, how much you must have to work to be able to live a reasonably good life. Example number one I want to talk about is the price of eggs. So when I first got here in the main grocery store, 30 eggs, what's called a maple of eggs, was about 6,500 pesos. Now comparing that to Canadian prices, that is much, much cheaper. In the month and a half that I've lived in this apartment, I've seen the price go up to about 7,100 pesos. That is a pretty significant increase in the span of 2 months. Like realistically for me, if I have to pay an extra 700 pesos, that's less than $1 for 30 eggs, okay, that's fine for me. But if that's been happening month after month for these Argentinians, that's insane. Also, one quick thing that I learned is it's not a good idea to go to the grocery store at 9-ish in the morning because there was no meat. I guess they didn't restock it yet, and also the bread is not so fresh. So maybe here you want to go a little bit later, maybe like 11:30-ish, 11 o'clock, that might be better. So I'm at the place called the Dark Side Cafe. It's right beside my gym. 4,000 for media lunas and café con leche. So it's not bad. I get to sit here and study. It's a bit more casual and it's kind of cool that it's Star Wars themed. Hey guys, we just found our new favorite cafe. They heated up the media lunas. The coffee was good. The juice was good. 4,000 pesos. This is going to be the go-to spot from now on. Cheers. So another personal experience I've had here with inflation is my favorite pizzeria and cafe, Kentucky's. You guys heard me talk about Kentucky's all the time. It was 1 café con leche, 2 media lunas for 1,900. 1,900 pesos. Fast forward a few more weeks, now the price has gone up from 1,900 to 2,200. Again, this is not anything like mind-blowing. I'm not going to be able to no longer afford coffee, but still, it's been 2 months and I've noticed these things happening. And the last thing I wanted to mention from my experience, kind of my experience, is there's a very famous video by one of my favorite YouTubers, Kurt Kaz, where he comes to Buenos Aires. And in that video, he goes on the street and he buys a bottle of water, just your typical little bottle of water. That costs him 500 pesos, and that video came out roughly a year ago, maybe just over a year ago now. Now, if I go onto the street, I need 1,500 pesos to buy the same water bottle, sometimes 2,000. That's double the price, double the cash that you need to have. So in the end, the inflation here is real. I have a lot of respect for the Argentinians who are out here trying to survive. A lot of people live a good life, but a lot of people don't. But we keep moving forward, and that is gonna end this video. If you're still watching, that means you probably really like my videos or you're a friend of mine. So thanks for watching. On to the next one. Here we go.